Hey guys, right here I have a 2014 Fiat 500S 1.2. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This 500 does have a 5-speed manual. The new 500 comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the 500S is an Abarth sports leather-wrapped steering wheel with thick sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions, a flat bottom design, and red stitching going around the inner rim. There is a city mode for the steering system activated via the button to the left of the hazard lights button. What this mode does is lighten the steering wheel so it is easier to maneuver the car around tighter areas. When this mode is activated, a little city logo appears on the standard 7-inch TFT color instrument cluster. The Fiat 500 1.2 is available with either a 5-speed Dualogic automated manual transmission or a 5-speed manual as seen in this 500S. To engage reverse, pull the catch just below the gear knob and push the gear lever all the way to the right and down. The base of the gear lever is covered in leather with a single red stripe. Safety in the 500S consists of 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, electronic stability control, traction control, hill hold assist, and a tire pressure monitoring system. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog light, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The window controls are located just above the gear lever on the center console, while the bonnet release is located to the left of the front passenger's footwell. The 500S gets 15-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy rims finished in grey. The rims on this 500 are wrapped in Goodyear Efficient Grip 185/55 R15 tires. Ventilated disc brakes are found in front, and out back there are drum brakes. The front suspension receives McPherson struts, while the rear gets a torsion beam setup. The new 500 made its debut nearly 8 years ago in July 2007. It was designed as a modern take on the classic Fiat 500, otherwise known as the Cinquecento, that was produced between 1957 and 1975. While the old 500 had a rear-engine, rear-wheel drive layout, the new 500 employs a more traditional front-engine, front-wheel drive layout. The new 500 is available as either a 3-door hatchback or a 3-door cabriolet. With a huge list of customizable options, buyers can personalize their own 500 to their liking, and that includes choosing the interior and exterior colors, options, rims, stickers, and the like. If that is not all, since its launch, the new 500 has received quite a number of special editions, each with its own unique characteristics. There is even a hot version of the 500 in the form of the Abarth 500. As with the regular 500, the Abarth version is also customizable with its own set of special editions. This 500 uses a 1.2-litre, single overhead cam, 8 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 engine with multi-point electronic fuel injection. The engine produces 69 horsepower at 5500 rpm and 102 Nm of torque at 3000 rpm. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour is achieved in 12.9 seconds onto a top speed of 99 miles per hour or 160 km per hour. With a 35-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the 500 1.2 is 58.9 miles per gallon or 4.8 litres per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 113 grams per kilometer, and the 500 is front-wheel drive. (8 p.m. on the 21st of January 2008 marks both 500 hours into 2008 and the launch of the new 500 in the UK. It made its unique debut in one of the capsules on the London Eye. For the UK market, the 500 is available in a number of trim levels, petrol or diesel engines, and manual or dualogic transmissions. A full list of current 500 variants in the UK is listed out in the description box below this video. Exterior features of the 500S includes halogen reflector headlights, halogen daytime running lights, rear fog light, indicators on the front fenders, body-colored side mirrors, chrome door handles, and a sports kit that comprises of a rear spoiler, new side skirts, and a single chrome exhaust pipe.
You do have your speaker down there, together with some storage, and you do have your mirror controls right up here. You do have a small storage hole just below the driver's side air vent. .500 door sill on this side. And the driver's seat in this 500S just get full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back. This lever controls your seat inclination. And this bar down here controls your seat position. You do have the 500S badging on the driver's side seat back. And to gain access to the back, Locate this lever, pull it, flip the seat back forward, then move the whole seat forward. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. The 500S does get very simple aircon controls with all of them located right here. You do have your temperature to the left, fan speed right here, recirculation or outside air switch right here, and right here you do have your different modes with your front defrost. Your rear defrost is located right here. And right here you have the button to turn off your anti-skid regulation, which is basically your traction control. And you also do have your button to activate or deactivate your auto start stop system. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. And obviously, like I said, you do have your window controls just above the gear lever. The driver's side is fully automatic in both ways, while the passenger side is automatic down only.
The 500 comes as standard with an integrated head unit with various media connectivity options, the Blue and Me hands-free system, and 6 speakers for the sound system. must say, for stock sound system, the speakers in the 500S do sound quite good. You do have your CD player right above. It is MP3 compatible. Eject button for the CD player. Right here you do have your mute button, your volume up and volume down buttons, your power button, and right down here you do have your CD button, which allows you to go to your CD, USB and auxiliary. Your FM AM buttons, your 6 customizable stations, and if you hit this button right here, it brings up your sound system settings. You do have your bass, preset equalizer, loudness, fader, balance, and your treble. To adjust the settings, just use the left and right arrows. And to exit, just hit the audio button once more. If you hit the menu button, you bring up your radio menu. This car does have a central locking system. It works in such a way that there's no actual button to lock and unlock. To lock, you just push the interior door handle in, and to unlock, just pull the handle out. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your volume controls, your mute button. It also doubles up as your return button for the multi-information display, and you do have your voice control button. Help!
The commands available are message reader, settings, media player, or cancel.
Cancel. As usual, if you activate voice control and you did not know what to say, just ask for help and the system will walk you through the list of available commands. On the right spoke, you do have your seat track buttons, your media source selection button. It also doubles up as your OK button for the multi-information display. And this button, you do have your on-hook off-hook button or your Bluetooth telephone menu button. Now, if you hit this button, it brings up your Bluetooth telephone menu. Use the up and down arrows to scroll through the menus. And to select that menu, just hit the OK button. And to return, just hit the return button. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. If you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can cycle through your driving data located within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your range and instant fuel consumption, trip A with your average fuel consumption A, average speed A, elapsed time A, and travel distance A, and the same set of data just for trip B. Your tire pressure monitoring system, and back to your range and instant fuel consumption. Within that display, you also do have your mileage down below, your digital speedometer right above, and to the left of the digital speedometer, you do have your outside temperature, date, and to the right, you do have your time. If you locate the buttons right here, the plus and minus arrows actually adjusts the level of the headlight, but if you hit the menu button, you can go through your different vehicle settings. Your passenger airbag, service, volume, lights, set your time and date, so on and so forth. The steering wheel in this car is tilt only. You adjust it using this lever right here.
You do have a couple of cup holders right here, together with your auxiliary and USB ports, as well as a power outlet. More storage, and a couple of cup holders for the rear. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. The driver's side does have a sun visor, Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. The fuel flap itself is actually not lockable, but you do need the key to release the fuel cap. There are a couple of ways to open up the rear hatch in the 500S. There is the button on the key, and there is also a touchpad just beneath the 500 badge on the rear hatch itself.
$185 liters of boot space is present in the 500 with the rear seat backs in place. With the rear seat backs and cargo cover out of the way, boot space increases to 550 liters. Underneath the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tire and toolkit, and to the left of the boot is a light that illuminates the area.
This car is equipped with privacy glass for the rear windows and the rear windscreen. You do have some storage down there, together with your speaker. 500 door sill on this side as well. And the front passenger seat does get full manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the inclination adjustment as found on the driver's side.
I did set the front passenger seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall.
There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the front passenger seat. I don't get a whole lot of leg room, probably only about this much. I do get about this much headroom, but it is actually quite cramped back here for people probably over 5'6" or so. However, you do get a single storage pocket on the front passenger seat back. Speakers on either sides of the rear, as well as hooks.
The rear seat backs in the 500S do fold down. They split 50-50 when folding. And to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers at the edges of both seats. Push it and then flip the seat back down. The 500 does not actually have a glove box, but you do have a bit of storage down here. Rate 500 badging on the dashboard on the passenger side. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2014 Fiat 500S 1.2. Thanks for watching and goodbye.